You try to eat better. You cut back on sweets, you watch your portions, and you do your best to follow what seems healthy. Yet your blood sugar still rises at times you cannot predict. Some days it feels like your body is reacting to something you cannot see. The truth is that certain everyday foods look harmless, but act like fuel for blood sugar spikes. They slip into meals without being noticed. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which 5 foods quietly push blood sugar too high and what simple, realistic swaps can help create steadier, calmer energy. You wake up, stretch, and already feel tired before the day even begins. You check your numbers, hoping for something better, but the reading is higher than you expected. You replay yesterday's meals in your mind, trying to figure out what went wrong. You ate what you thought was healthy. You tried to be careful. Still, the numbers do not match the effort. It feels discouraging. But here is the hopeful part. Your body does not need a full diet overhaul. It responds to small strategic shifts. A few simple food swaps can make mornings steadier and the rest of the day feel more balanced. Food. Number 1. White bread. White bread is one of the most common foods that can push blood sugar up quickly. It looks simple and harmless, but once it enters the body, it breaks down almost instantly into sugar. There is very little fiber to slow the process. So instead of giving steady energy, it creates a fast rise followed by a slow crash. This can leave you hungry again soon after eating, even if you felt full at first. Think about someone preparing a quick lunch at home. Jordan often made sandwiches because they were easy and familiar. A couple slices of white bread, a spread, and something in between. It felt like a safe choice. But every afternoon, Jordan noticed the same pattern. Around 2 o'clock, there was a sudden drop in energy. Focus disappeared. Cravings came in strong. It felt like the body was asking for something immediately. At first, it seemed like just normal tiredness. But after tracking blood sugar levels for a week, a pattern became clear. The biggest rise happened right after lunch, and the crash came soon after. Jordan tried one small change. Instead of using white bread, whole grain bread with visible seeds and fiber replaced it. The difference was not dramatic in the moment, but it showed up later in the day. There was less of a crash. Hunger was calmer. The mind stayed clearer. The afternoon felt steadier. White bread is not a failure or a moral choice. It is simply a fast-burning fuel. When the goal is steadier energy and more predictable blood sugar, choosing a slower-burning option makes a difference. Helpful swap. Choose whole grain bread with visible seeds and at least 3 grams of fiber per slice. If possible, warm it slightly and pair it with protein to keep energy slow and even. Food number 2. Fruit juice. Fruit juice sounds healthy. It often comes with labels that say natural, no added sugar, or made from real fruit. But once fruit is turned into juice, almost all of the fiber is removed. Fiber is what slows sugar down. Without it, juice enters the bloodstream fast, almost like drinking soda. The sweetness may taste gentle, but the blood sugar response is quick and sharp. Many people drink juice first thing in the morning, not realizing it can set the entire day into a cycle of spikes and crashes. Picture someone starting their day with the intention to do better for their health. Emily liked to pour a small glass of orange juice in the morning. It felt fresh, bright, and like a good choice to begin the day. Breakfast was simple, and she believed juice made it healthier. But about an hour later, she often noticed her energy fading. She felt hungry again too quickly, even if she had just eaten. Sometimes she felt irritable or foggy without understanding why. When she finally checked her blood sugar patterns, the same trend kept appearing. A sharp rise after juice, and then a drop that left her searching for snacks. Emily tried a small change. Instead of starting the day with juice, she ate half an orange with a handful of nuts. The fruit still tasted fresh, but the fiber slowed the sugar. The nuts added support that kept her energy steady. Her mornings stopped feeling like a chase. She felt grounded instead of overwhelmed. Fruit itself is not the problem. It is the form. Whole fruit gives the body something to work with. Juice gives sugar a direct path with no speed limit. Helpful swap. Replace fruit juice with whole fruit paired with protein or healthy fat. It keeps flavor, but offers calm, steady energy instead of a roller coaster. Food number 3. Flavored yogurt. Flavored yogurt is often marketed as light, healthy, or good for digestion. But many flavored yogurts contain a surprising amount of added sugar. Even fruit-flavored versions that seem simple can raise blood sugar quickly because the sweetness is blended in and absorbed fast. Without enough protein or fat to slow digestion, it acts almost like eating dessert first thing in the morning. It may taste smooth and comforting, but the body experiences it as a sugar surge. Imagine someone who tries to stay consistent with breakfast. Laura liked flavored yogurt because it was fast and did not require cooking. It felt like a smart, healthy choice. She would eat it before work and hope it would carry her through the morning. But by mid-morning, she usually felt hungry again. Her concentration slipped, and she found herself reaching for coffee or something sweet to bring her energy back up. She thought it was just stress or lack of sleep. But when she started paying attention, she noticed a pattern. The morning cravings always followed flavored yogurt days. Laura made a small adjustment. She switched to plain yogurt and added a few berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon on top. At first, the taste was different, less sweet. But after a week, she realized her mornings felt steadier. Her hunger arrived more gently. Her energy lasted longer before she felt the need to eat again. The shift was subtle but meaningful. Instead of chasing her hunger, she moved with it calmly. Flavored yogurt is appealing because it feels easy. The key is keeping the ease but removing the unnecessary sugar. Helpful swap. Choose plain yogurt and add your own fruit. If you want more flavor, add cinnamon or a few crushed nuts on top. It keeps the comfort while supporting steady, reliable energy. Food number 4. Instant oatmeal packets. Instant oatmeal packets seem like a warm and comforting breakfast. The packaging often suggests heart health benefits and balanced nutrition, but many flavored instant packets contain added sugars, sweeteners, and finely processed oats that digest very quickly. Without the thickness and fiber of traditional oats, these packets behave more like fast fuel. They raise blood sugar quickly and then let it fall just as fast, which leads to hunger and tiredness shortly after eating. Think of someone who wanted a simple morning routine. Nathan liked to make breakfast quick so he could get out the door on time. He would microwave a packet of flavored oatmeal, thinking it was a smart, responsible choice. It tasted good and took less than 2 minutes to prepare. But nearly every morning, about an hour later, he felt drained. His stomach growled, his mind slowed. He was already thinking about his next snack. He thought it was just normal morning hunger. But when he began tracking, the spike and crash pattern became clear. Nathan switched to old-fashioned rolled oats. They take a few minutes longer, but they digest more slowly. He made small adjustments, like stirring in nuts or a spoon of plain yogurt for extra support. The change was noticeable. His hunger felt more gentle. His energy stretched further into the day. The breakfast that once felt like a sugar rush turned into something steady and grounding. Instant oatmeal is not harmful on its own. It is simply too fast. When the goal is stability, slower digesting foods make the difference. Helpful swap. Choose old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Add nuts, a few berries, or cinnamon to make the meal filling and balanced. This small shift can soften morning spikes and help your day begin with calm energy. Food number 5. Flavored coffee creamers. Flavored coffee creamers seem harmless because they are used in small amounts, but they can quietly raise blood sugar for hours. Many creamers contain added sugars, sweet syrups, and forms of corn syrup that digest rapidly. Even creamers labeled as sugar-free often use sweeteners that trigger cravings or cause the body to react as if sugar is present. Because creamers go into the first drink of the day, they can set the tone for blood sugar swings from morning onward. Consider someone starting their morning routine. Michelle began each day with coffee and a flavored creamer she loved. It made the coffee taste smooth and comforting. It felt like a small treat to ease into the day. But after drinking it, she often noticed her mood shifting and her hunger rising quickly, even if she ate breakfast soon after. She thought she needed stronger willpower to resist snacking. But the real issue was the creamer itself. It was quietly creating a surge in blood sugar that her body rushed to correct, leading to hunger and cravings. Michelle tried a gentle change. She switched to unsweetened half and half and added a tiny sprinkle of cinnamon. The flavor was less sweet, but her mornings felt calmer. Her hunger did not rush in. Her energy did not crash. She started the day steady instead of chasing balance. Flavored coffee creamers feel like a simple pleasure, but the sugar impact can be long-lasting. Helpful swap. Use unsweetened half and half, plain almond milk or coconut milk. Add cinnamon or a drop of vanilla extract for flavor. The morning coffee stays comforting, but the body stays stable. Common mistakes. Even when someone removes the right foods, there are small habits that can still cause blood sugar to swing more than expected. One common mistake is assuming something is healthy because the label says natural, low-fat, or made with whole grains. These phrases can be misleading. Many packaged foods use these labels while still containing added sugars or fast-digesting starches that raise blood sugar quickly. The label can feel reassuring, but the body responds to what is inside, not the message printed on the front. Another mistake is skipping meals or eating too little in the morning. When the body goes too long without fuel, blood sugar drops and hunger becomes urgent. Then, when food finally arrives, the spike is higher because the body is trying to correct the sudden low. This creates a roller coaster effect that can last the entire day. Eating small, steady meals makes more of a difference than many people realize. There is also the habit of eating while distracted. Picture someone sitting down with a meal while scrolling on their phone or watching TV. They eat quickly without noticing how full they are until much later. Their body does not have time to signal satisfaction, so overeating happens quietly. Later, the blood sugar response feels unpredictable. The issue was not the food alone. It was the speed and lack of awareness. A simple shift can help. When eating, slow down slightly. Take a breath between bites. Notice how the body feels as the meal goes on. This does not require rules or restrictions. It creates connection. The key takeaway is that blood sugar stability is not just about what you eat. It is also about how you eat, how fast and how consistently. Small, mindful changes have a powerful effect over time. Bonus tip. A simple way to make blood sugar easier to manage is to add protein or healthy fats to your meals, especially in the morning. When protein or fat is present, it slows how quickly carbohydrates break down, which helps keep blood sugar steady instead of rising sharply. This does not require a complicated meal plan. It is about pairing foods in a way your body can work with. Picture a breakfast of toast alone. It digests fast, and energy rises quickly. But if that same toast is paired with eggs, peanut butter, or a few nuts on the side, the energy is released more slowly. The result is a calmer start and fewer cravings later. This is also useful for snacks. Instead of eating fruit by itself, pair it with plain yogurt, nuts, or a piece of cheese. Instead of cereal alone, add chia seeds or almonds. The goal is not to restrict food. The goal is to support your body so it does not have to work as hard to stay balanced. Small additions can be as powerful as big changes. A little structure creates a lot of stability. Conclusion. Blood sugar does not have to feel unpredictable. The foods you choose each day shape how your energy rises and falls. White bread, fruit juice, flavored yogurt, instant oatmeal packets, and flavored coffee creamers may look simple and familiar, but they can quietly push blood sugar higher than expected. Replacing them with slower, more supportive options creates a foundation your body can rely on. This is not about strict rules or cutting out everything you enjoy. It is about small, doable swaps that make mornings steadier, afternoons calmer, and cravings easier to manage. Choose one change to start with. Maybe switch the bread. Maybe swap the yogurt. Maybe change the coffee routine. You do not need to transform everything at once. Your body responds to consistency, not intensity. Each small choice sends a message of support, care, and balance. If this helped, stay close. There are more simple steps you can take that make this journey feel lighter and more possible.